Louis Norval bought the property about 6 years ago and was starting with quite a modest museum, which grew in proportions after we visited many of the major private museums in the world. And he decided that the museum should be a world-class small museum, and at the same time the siting of the museum on this beautiful wetland with the mountains becomes a natural experience as much as it is a cultural experience.
The foundation is trying everything it can do to make this building actually and the facilities environmentally sustainable. So the roof is covered with solar panels, all of the grey water is harvested and recycled, and we thought about the impact actually on the site. So the building is pushed to the side so that it doesn't interrupt the wetland, doesn't have an impact on the wetland. I think that's quite unique. I don't know a lot of museums or foundations that do that. And then the artistic program, I hope, will be unique. So really looking at 20th and 21st century art, predominantly from South Africa, but also seeing it within a larger sort of global context. And I hope we sort of complement the work that's being done by our peers like the National Gallery and Zeitz-MoCA.
I know that everyone, keeps on saying it's Africa's time, looking at Africa and this whole focus. And I'm just like, when was it not Africa's time? It has always been Africa's time. People have always looked here. I mean, we were colonized, for heaven's sake. That in itself, I mean, the history of slavery and colonialism means that, other continents have been looking to Africa. But the fundamental difference, I think, now is that with the art coming out of Africa, people are getting acknowledged.
I think, there's been this steady growth and awareness of our artists on our continent, and we are fiercely in love with what they are doing. We're looking at these beautiful new identities coming through. We're super proud of, what has been accomplished, and we see more and more of our young, also women artists getting the world's attention. So I am so excited to see, not only that our artists are doing so well, but we also have growing in institutions. I mean, the Norval Foundation is just another step up. For more than 100 years, Africa didn't have another big-scale institution after the Cairo Museum, and suddenly we have two in 7 months. So I think it's just a very exciting time to be here and be part of this, and to witness it and to experience it.